Welcome back to episode 3 of FCA's Slate In Podcast, hosted by myself, AFIF, and
VARMAN.
hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
You guys look a bit nervous.
Yeah, don't be nervous. Yeah,
It's
it's
just
okay. It's just us.
brothers.
Yeah, just bunch of two dudes.
yeah,
Yeah.
just two dudes that you see us all the time. It's
Yeah.
just another day.
Yeah.
So please introduce yourselves.
My name's Taha Long. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I work in film,
Okay.
theatre, performance, as well as installation. So I grew up in Kelang,
Oh.
and I lived there for most of my life. And then for my education, I went to UK for undergrad, and then went to America to study film for my masters.
Ooh.
And I was based there for 3 years, studying for 1 and working there for 2 years. And I came back here last year, and I've been working in the Malaysia film scene since. And yeah,
Yeah.
You made it sound so good. Now I have to
Okay, how about you just make some things up? Go for it. Go for it.
yeah, so I'm Mary, Mary Grace Liew, and everyone calls me Mary actually. And I'm a filmmaker / educator. So I occasionally direct, but my main thing is also produce. And yeah, I've been producing all this while. At the same time, like, where did I come from? I'm based in JB, but now I'm based in KL. And I'm half Filipino. If anyone was curious, like, why Mary Grace Liew? So, yeah. And I've been traveling in terms of, like, where I grew up from, mostly in Malaysia, so occasionally in Philippines during the school holidays, traveled up from north to south. So I've been, like, displaced all over.
That's good. That's good.
So you both have been like around the world and around the continent like throughout your entire lives, lah.
Yeah.
yes.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah, but Taha, you said you grew up in Klang most of the time, right? Were you those rowdy boys, Because if you guys know Klang, right? Klang is like the place for gangsters.
Rang.
Yeah, rampage, gangsterism, Were you like part of those kind of gangs?
There was no rang on my end. I think it was present, but because I'm much more of a reserved person, so I was not really in that kind of activities. But I think Kelang is just a nice place to grow up in, because like next to me was a Buddhist temple, and 2 streets away was a Hindu temple. And if you walk like 5 minutes away, you get to a surau. So it was a very nice place to really feel the different kind of cross-cultural, cross-lingual side of Malaysia.
Yeah, for Miss Mary, you grew up in Johor, right? So
Yeah.
how was it like in... okay, first of all, actually, when we had a few hours talk just now, right? You said you grew up in multi places. How was it like just jumping around from place to place?
Definitely you learn to adapt a lot. Like, you feel like a chameleon sometimes. It's like, okay, every 2 years I have to move. I make new friends. So it kind of makes me like, oh, I don't have like a long-lasting friendship. But at the same time, you keep on moving. And then you adapt to certain situation. And then you realize that could be a soft skill in the future. And it's like really helpful right now when like I'm in my... Yeah,
Okay.
living in JB is fun because you're near to Singapore.
Uh-huh.
But Singapore, their currency is really high.
Yeah. Tapi dulu, no, right?
Yeah, dulu no.
So
And
you
then-
guys turun balik?
Yeah, like weekends you want to go Singapore. Go have fun.
Singapore, have fun.
Hey, don't talk down on Singapore.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm going there most of the time.
Yeah,
but
aren't
like,
you committing 2 years?
yeah, I know. I am committing 2 years. But like still, going down to Singapore, why is that so much fun? It's like so restricted. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like maybe just getting the passport job. Knowing that you're going outside of the country.
okay, it makes sense. Okay.
Public transport quite nice there also. You can
Yeah.
go from place to place.
Compared to JB that time, it was like so boring.
Understandable, yeah.
It's a nice place to visit, but not for me. It's a bit too clean to stay.
It's too like you have to follow everything. It's too
Yeah.
Because you know that I lived in Singapore. I do agree with your point there, because it feels like you're being sheltered from a lot of things. It's like everything comes quite easy. And then when I came back to Malaysia and I learned about like Singapore, I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy.
Same.
But I do sympathize with what you said, Mary, about like you bounce from place to place and it's hard to like hold on to friendships and stuff, because it was the same case for me. And then I don't know, like for me, when I come to like a Malaysian university, I tend to notice that a lot of people who came from like an SMK background, they're like have friends for life and stuff like that. And I wouldn't say I find it envious, but it's just like, wow, that must be nice. Was it like the same case for you?
Because I would say, where do I come from? I come from JB, because like most of my progressive years was in JB itself. So the longest time I was there. So we formed like really, really good friendship from high school. Yeah. Right now, I guess we're in like our 12th year of friendship already.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Are they like in the same? Do you guys have friends like in the same field? Yeah. Macam kawan dari dulu, then you grow up to kerja sama macam tu, or
No, very, very different.
very, very different?
Yeah, like there's business, there's lawyers.
How about you?
Yeah, for me, very different as well. I went to SMK, and I'm still friends with all of them, even though we have like very different life trajectory. Like some are already engaged, and I'm very far away from that. But because we still respected our time together and we still enjoy each other's company. So it is quite valuable, I feel, because it's nice to have like a reminder of your past.
Okay.
But for me, in terms of having friends in the same industry, I definitely did not have any friends from SMK that does film. But because it's so easy to make friends in the film industry, I feel like when you work together on just even a short film set for 3 days, you become friends. Yeah, so easy.
Best friends. Okay.
When you go overtime, you guys are all complaining. You become instant friends. So it's
Some people become more than friends, on film set. So
okay. I don't know about that.
I remember we were talking about like when Taha went to this workshop. You want to share that theory? I remember like every film set, if it's you want to see whether it's successful or not, something blooms out of it.
That's the thing. Share a bit about your knowledge of that.
This sounds like serious, but it's literally just an idea. Okay, so I went to this retreat and we had this mentor figure who is an acclaimed filmmaker, and he had this index for if his films are successful or not is if during the shooting period, let's say usually it's a feature, right? At least 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And he say if a relationship blossoms in that set, where it could just be any role, any two person that connects during the shoot, he kind of views it as a success to show that it is a caring environment. It was an environment that produced something. A real connection.
So Saya was a good set, guys.
Yeah. I directed one, and then like that's how he got his recent girlfriend.
Oh, your relationship came from his set. Congrats on your film.
That's good. That's what I'm saying. That's it. After I'm done with my film scores, I'm going to send it to a lot of film festival. Ini kalau tak jadi, film ni tak menang, I'm going to find Taha. You gave me the wrong information. But
it does not necessarily translate to critical acclaim. It just translates to a good environment.
Okay. Is that why there's like so many scandals happening on sets? Is it like that? Somehow like like how they make films about it as well, Like I think I'm not sure who in our class they showed this one silent film. It was about like I'm not sure the one where they will show about boom and like the boom guy. Remember the one that they showed? I think it was Miss Mary's class code.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you showed about like how the director falls in love with the actor macam tu kan. Yeah. Oh, I see.
I want to give the film a shout.
Give a film a shout out. It's called Living in Oblivion.
Oh, yes.
It's a really good film for production. Nightmares.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I focus in your class, but I don't have any recollection of this.
I mean, it was not advanced producing. It was just getting into producing, right? So it was a good class. Yeah. Don't worry, Miss Mary. I gave 5 stars for the evaluation.
Oh, thank you very much.
Don't worry. Okay, I actually have some questions prepped. For Miss Mary also and for Mr. Taha. What is it like working with your buddies? Do you guys get bored? Like, do you guys get bored working with the same face sometimes? Like every day is a new thing. Taha, don't follow her. You don't have to follow her. Speak for yourself.
This is for film, right?
Yeah, film. Like, on set, for example, like you have friends in uni kan, and then you ended up opening like your production with the friends also, Tapi last macam things that you guys go through uni, you go through it in a bigger scale only. You guys tak rasa bosan ke nampak sama face only?
Mary would have a lot of experience on this.
Yeah. I mean, you won't feel bosan because you kind of have like a certain chemistry working already.
Yeah.
But definitely sometimes it can be really hard. Yeah. I think for us also, like me and Taha, we often work together. Like this month, and not this year, we were like, suddenly we were sharing those like Instagram stories, you know, like, oh, every month you have a project going on. And then when I put all the projects together, Taha was involved in every project that we did. So you kind of like,
But like
work
Taha just
separable.
happened to be there, is it? Or macam you ajak Taha?
mostly ajak Taha as
faham?
well.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Baik,
we
baik.
kind of work on, sometimes he ajak me also to work on a project.
Mary keeps me employed.
We keep each other employed.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Faham. So you guys don't really get bored lah, like you know.
Not really. Yeah, we're co-workers anyways.
We're co-workers.
Cool.
We
work.
did a lot of projects this year. Every month, one at least, and sometimes not even like intentionally. Just kind of
Yeah.
happened. It's just like a natural collaboration, and I think for me, if I get bored or not, I think when it's, especially if it's a commercial or more like serious set, I would usually love to have friends on board because when it's so serious, it's good to have a bit of relationship. So there is a bit of levity to it. But if it's like narrative work, I do try to at least grab one or two new people just to see how that affects the flow, just to see how that impacts the film. I think it's also good to have a good balance of having people you trust and also opening the space to new voices.
Yeah. I think it's also having that trust system lah. Like you guys know, you guys can work together. Having that chemistry involved. Things on set like gets very, very efficient, and then you can work at a certain space. It's also the safe space that you guys already have honed. Yeah. And then it creates a very nice environment to work in.
But then, like, I have like a question then, because like obviously no set is like perfect. There's bound to be disputes. Does like working with your friends make those easier to solve then, or?
Sometimes it's hard. Really,
You guys
really
have like that
tough.
common conflict and like.
Yeah, but at the
lepas
end
tu-
of the day, work is work. Friendship is friendship.
faham?
So we try to want to have that
Balance lah.
balance lah.
Dengar tu FCE.
Apa?
Work is work, friendship is friendship. Some of you guys need to listen to that.
Yeah, dengar tu. All of us behind the camera here.
Mary and I also worked on this music video shoot earlier this year and it was quite stressful. But I think, and of course the tension was high because it was stressful. Client was breathing down our neck, and also we were had to go overtime. But I think we understood that all of us are doing the best we can. We all trust each other. We understand this is just a tightrope between meeting client expectation and also creating a good set. So I think just the respect you have for one another really helps. Like you trust that it's nothing personal. This is just
Yeah.
It's nothing personal.
Go.
Uh,
Opinions on that?
what?
Because we get bored working on the same people. No, just
I mean,
curious.
it's really good to always
Yeah.
collaborate with other people as well.
Yeah.
But it is a like network that you're trying to build as well, right? So occasionally you can switch up with your teams. You can experiment a bit.
Listen, my class should listen to that. You know? My class should. I'm not. I'm
a lecture
just-
section.
No, I'm just saying, like, damn, like, don't they get bored working with the same peoples? Yeah.
But do you guys often work together?
we try not to, but
Yeah. I think like because in the first year, we did like 2 films.
yeah.
First year we did 2 films, silent and like we did dialogue also. And then I was Varman's producer, Varman was my DP, Varman was the AC on my shoot for the silent way. Wait, man, I think we need to do a bit of,
Yeah, separation. So now we started off
Macam
separating.
couples,
already.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, like we started off separating already. Like for our docu, like I'm not with him. Yeah, because our ideas got chosen and all. So we just both fuck off, you know. But that doesn't mean like we are not friends, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I've seen people like, they live together. They go eat together, and then at the end they're in the same fucking group, and like the heck. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not pissed. Like the group will be like these boys or girls will never want to spread out their wings, you know.
Yeah.
so the codependency is what you don't like about it.
Not that. It's just that jom try with other people. So you know, I would like some of your talents in my idea as well.
So you prefer polygamy?
Yeah. I mean,
To filmmaking.
hey yo.
What did he say?
So you prefer polygamy?
Yeah. I mean, well, the thing is, I don't understand what's polygamy.
It's
So.
it's
So-
like you know how like there's monogamy, which is just two people.
Okay.
Polygamy is like you date and marry multiple people.
What? No! no. Hey, yo, beep. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah. I didn't know that.
What
Yeah.
common in Malaysia that you date though?
Yeah, understandable.
quite
lah.
common.
If
Actually.
one makes you happy, imagine four.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay, guys,
Okay.
cut
Oh,
that out.
that's too much already. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do say like filmmaking is like marriage, and then the film that you make is a baby.
Sometimes it's a baby that you don't like very much, but you know.
Yeah.
it is what it is. I have a question for Taha actually. I think this is just my curiosity because also I lived overseas and we discussed that. I'm just very curious about your life in New York to do your masters in directing.
Yep.
Yeah, what was life like living in New York and in context like when you moved back to Malaysia? What was that like also? Just in general.
Did you have the American dream?
Oh, did you live the
Yeah.
American?
Did you live the American dream?
Did you go
Yeah.
Tony Montana? No.
Tony Montana,
Tony
the
Montana.
rapper.
What? No, Scarface.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
Did you like
Sorry.
when you first
Sorry to
when
film
you,
people.
did you like when you first entered New York, you pasang lagu siapa tu? Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
New York with that like the skinny headphones, you know, you be like
Oh.
dancing, you know.
Not that. Very loaded question. How was studying there and being based there, right?
Yeah.
I think I always wanted to be based there. Like, I think growing up, you watch so many films about like America, especially New York. It just seems so filled with energy and like sense of creation. So I think as a kid, I always like, oh, that's where I would hopefully want to be at. So thankfully, I had the privilege to go and study my master's there for 1 year program at School of Visual Arts. And yes, all this is on the website. Yeah, everything is on there. No privacy.
You're a pretty open person, huh?
Maybe. And so, so I did film there, and it was really good experience. So in a way, I had this American dream. Regretfully, I have this American dream. But the experience there was amazing because I think going there, one thing is everybody wants to shoot films. Like
Betul.
even when you're not in school, there was always shoots happening. If you are joining like Facebook film groups, if your friends are recommending you to different shoots, so there was always things going on. There was always short films. There was always music videos. There was just an abundance of it, and it's a great place to learn and grow very fast because everybody's so eager. So you kind of just join in on the wave. So I think even the school was fine. It was good. Like it did what it needed to do. But I thought my time outside of school, like my lecturer had a feature film, and I was like grip intern, which was just a very fancy way of saying.
So that's what you did. So we went through the website. Mama ni kerja feature. Is that the feature? Rupanya kerja intern. Grip intern, okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That was like my first job in my first like proper shoot in America. That was not like assignments and whatnot.
Faham.
And that shoot was very interesting because it was very stressful. My lecturer, she was a like screenwriter director from Germany, but oh my god, maybe she.
Work it out.
Yeah, so the set was very rigorous and the resources was not a lot, so there was a lot of turnover. Like a lot of crew members did not stick throughout the shoot, and the DP at like halfway through the shoot was like, "Oh, you're still here. You're
good
Good job." I'm like, "Okay." I'm from Malaysia. I've been in a very stressful long set, so I was more accustomed to it. But it was a good experience and learn a lot, of course. So just stuff like that. There's always projects. You just have to be open to it.
Even though you were only there for a year, did you miss home?
For my master's 1 year, I missed it. Actually, nearing the end, it was COVID time. So I think I did miss it more at that period because also life kind of stopped. Like everybody went through COVID, life stopped. Thankfully, we had Zoom to see our friends' faces, to have some form of connection even though we're separated. So shout out to Zoom.
It's not like they're sponsoring, but
And Among Us, do you guys remember that?
oh yeah,
Yes,
shit,
yes.
yeah, that was the time.
Among Us.
Yeah, there was just a lot of Zoom, Among Us,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those games. So that really helped. And I think my parents were also worried because in New York, it was kind of the phase of COVID
Yep, nobody
cases.
cares.
It was like, if you open the news, like the worldwide news, it was just American like cases, COVID cases in New York, and it's just like videos of like corridors with doctors on the floor,
Yeah.
so tired, or like the image of the virus.
Okay, yeah.
It just seemed like a death land.
Yep.
So they were pretty much sure I would die there.
Oh, so this happened. So you were in New York during COVID lah.
Yes, and it was jarring because I felt like everybody, like all my friends in Malaysia, my parents were all thinking that I was gonna die there. And then I see like outside my windows just people jogging because Americans were very more chill with their
Yep.
What's it called, lockdown.
Yep.
Lockdown in Malaysia was wild.
That was what we had, like 4 lockdowns, 3
No, I don't even remember.
I don't remember, but it was like off and on.
off and on. Yeah.
And then one got serious than the other.
yeah, can't be me. I had only 1 lockdown, and it's only for 2 months. In Brunei, we only had like 1 lockdown for 2 months. After we went back to normal lives, we had to go back studying and like.
Brunei got no
yeah.
people anyways, right?
Yeah, we had less people. Okay, we had less people, less problem lah. So, and then after that, we just got back to normal lah. Like, fuck, boring, yeah. But yeah, we had to. I was enjoying the life. That's when I started vlogging. Yeah. That's where the views start to become bapak best lah. Yeah. But you were saying, right, like you want to start up vlogging, maybe that would.
Not vlogging, but YouTube lah, maybe.
The daily
I need
life
to
with
make more
Taha.
money.
You guys have the personality for YouTube.
Honestly, yeah, you really need to have the personality for YouTube. Not everyone can become a YouTube
You already
star.
got the talent. Just push yourself out there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
You
Give him
Taha.
like
No, I don't know about the talent or the personality, but I have the delusional thinking that I can do it.
Are you guys Gen Z or Gen Y? Macam,
I'm a millennial. Oh, what they call was definitely not as an
okay.
millennial.
Oh my God.
How about Taha?
I think I'm the transition between the two. So I do like to think myself as Gen Z, but I feel like mentally I'm more millennial, sadly.
Yeah.
Avocados on toast,
Avocado. Oh,
Is that a millennial thing?
I thought that was more of like an us thing.
that's more like a. Wah, aku suka avocado, aku makan lah itu.
I'm sorry. I tried it once, took a photo. I didn't finish.
Sucks, man. Who eats avocado with bread?
Oh, actually it's not bad. With salt, with a bit of pepper.
Okay, unless you design it that well, then okay lah with the egg and all that, right?
Yeah.
Tapi macam kalau just that itself, tak boleh tu.
Avocados are expensive. Like.
Yeah, damn expensive.
Since you're like in that transition of all that, right? Okay, since you talk about delusional, do you know do you know this term called the Lulu?
Yeah.
Sadly, yeah.
Oh, so you do know? Allah, okay. So then it's not that very, how you say, very questionable thing that we can say. Okay, how about Solulu? Okay, so what does the Lulu mean?
Delusional.
When do you use it in a sentence?
She's not that old.
How about Taha? Okay. How about for Taha then? For Taha. Yeah.
Delulu?
Yeah. When do you use the word delulu in a sentence?
You're so delulu.
Yeah, that's the one.
Why are
Yeah.
you treating me like I'm damn old? I'm not Martin Scorsese.
Okay, just saying. I'm just curious, because when we talked to you before this, you're like dah tahu perangai betul.
Oh, but the Lulu I think has been adopted by millennial because I see it a lot on my timeline.
But I don't see it like during siapa lah. Okay, I don't know if Mr. Eddie uses it or not lah. But
No, but I think he is aware.
Okay,
The
okay.
Lulu is
But
the Solulu.
have you ever heard? Yeah, true. Yeah, have you guys heard people use it in a normal sentence when they're talking to you like this? No.
No.
Have you?
I have.
the
Bro,
fuck
they
are you
just
talking
I don't know, dude. This bunch of Gen Zs, they just come like, bro, that's so delulu, man. And I was like, they continue the story. I was like, wait, what do you say? Delulu. I didn't know about this word until like it started becoming a TikTok trend, So I was like quite shocked lah. So that's why I'm just curious if you all experienced this.
You have TikTok. You don't have social media. You don't actively use social media, right?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I have social media, Facebook and Instagram.
I don't know if Facebook is considered social media or not anymore.
It's a
but
boomerang.
these are things my mom would only have, you know. And like she never updated herself to having TikTok. You know, she just stayed with Facebook and she posts her kids' photos and that's it.
Facebook is terrific because it's so uncurated. It's such a
Tough, man. Taha.
such an open view of the world. You get to see different age demographic. Facebook don't got many opinions. That's why I like it. It's
Really?
kind of just like, oh, I'm with my family. We're at a chalet, whatever. Oh, and then boom, a bit of conspiracy theory by some random 40-year-old uncle, Illuminati, whatever.
I have a question according to that. Do you, in Facebook, right, do you see people like they'll post like, hi, it's my birthday, and then they'll post like, a person who's going through some problems, you know, and then they're like, please wish me happy birthday to get one good luck or something like that. And then like, I've seen my grandpas or like my grandmas do it. They'll be like, hi, happy birthday, pray for your health. But they don't even know who's that person.
Oh.
So do you do that too?
Okay, I don't do that. But I also love the birthday function. on
Birthday
Facebook.
function, yeah. Okay, I agree with that. The one is like, it reminds me of like, you know, oh, okay, hari ni birthday, mamak ni. Okay, I have to wish.
Actually, if I'm like not sure if somebody's birthday, I go to their profile and confirm it's their birthday. I think it's just good to have.
It's a good point though, because I'm sick and tired of people posting an ugly photo of me on my birthday on Instagram.
No.
So I don't know why people do that, man.
That's how they show the love.
No, that's how Gen Z shows the love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
This. Don't tell me, guys. This.
No,
Yeah.
This
Adam was
one.
showing us.
I don't know how to do
No,
that.
not the middle finger. Not the middle finger. Taha. You don't do it like this. No, it's not. It's like this. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. This is how we do the
So
love.
I learned about this last week.
Yeah, we learned
Yeah.
about this last week.
How is it like teaching, you know, like a big class of Gen Z?
Oh, I think I actually learned a lot of like slang through
Yeah?
my students.
Okay, just cakap some slangs like you.
On God.
Oh. Yeah. Apa lagi?
No cap.
Oh, okay. Bang. For real. How do you do this thing? For real. Yeah, apa lagi?
Big W.
Oh, that's a
Big
good one.
W?
Yeah, you don't know what's Big W?
No.
Oh, no.
She took the L, yeah.
Big W, you know, W's like, it's a win. It's a win for sure, W's. You know,
Okay.
W's. Yeah. Good to know. That's how you guys pick up the trend, you know. So what do you know the ongoing trends that you all know that is ongoing?
Marys?
Oh, I really don't know what's going on right now. Oh, Uncanny Valley?
Ooh.
Okay, I don't know about that too. Apa tu? Tell you I'm the between of
I
it.
think Mary should educate us on this.
Like recently we were in this retreat last weekend, and then it's like few of our friends, they were like very interested in Uncanny Valley.
Apa tu
So
uncanny?
Uncanny Valley is like a look of someone. So there's this graph where humans, and then the graph towards the lower graph, the bell curve graph, is corpse. So the Uncanny Valley is that graph sliding down,
Okay.
that where the person doesn't look too human or is like too odd.
So is it a filter?
It's not a
Filter,
filter.
bukan
It's
filter.
like how a person would look like and doesn't seem untrustworthy or like awkward a bit. Yeah.
Was this the one that?
You know how like animated video game characters look a bit creepy?
Yep.
Like they're almost human but they're not human.
Okay.
So like that's like Uncanny Valley.
So
When I
how's
saw
that a
it for the first
trend?
time,
How's
yeah.
that? How do you guys do it as a trend?
It's like it's really popular. Didn't somebody wanted to pitch a docu on that?
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
somebody wanted to pitch a
Oh.
docu on that for us. They wanted to go to like liminal spaces and show the uncanny and stuff.
When was this?
It was when we had our documentary pitch.
Or last Friday?
I would watch it.
Last Friday.
Right, but
Zeitgeist.
sadly didn't get chosen. So, yeah, but I didn't know that. That's a trend. Interesting, betul lah.
Not cold.
Yeah, you guys cold?
A bit, but
Bit.
it's fine.
Boleh
think
je kita.
anxiety
But we
is
went
warming
into
me
that
up.
topic, and then suddenly it went cold.
I mean,
What do you? So does that mean it's a haunted thing, like uncanny?
Not really.
It's like a supernatural lah. Is it?
Don't know.
It's not. I actually can literally show you a photo later. Nanti you faham.
Okay.
The second you look at it, you'll understand.
Maybe we can put like a graphic.
Yeah, you can put. So, you know how YouTube vlogs?
Like the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, Eiffel Tower. Yeah.
We pretend selfie.
Okay, so yeah. How does it become a trend though? Macam you get it, it's a mannequin that becomes like almost like human. Tapi how does it become a man?
I think it was really popular during the Halloween period because everyone was like doing makeup.
Oh.
So it became like a trend on TikTok, on Reels. Yeah.
I see. So you mentioned about having a retreat before this, right? Yeah, this is where Taha gets into deep shit. Apa ni? Okay.
What are you trying to?
What am I trying to steer up? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. So you guys had this. You guys had Nadi's script just now. In last week ago, right? Nadi's. How long was it? Like 3 days, 2 nights.
4 days, 3 nights.
Dekat mana?
Dekat Janda Bait, Aman Rimba. Shout out to them. It's really fun. Retreat place, close, private.
I see.
Super helpful.
Interesting. I have actually few questions about Nadi's script though, Taha.
Oh, sure. I hope it's a good question
I
that
hope it's-
show our
Very terrified right
support.
I have a clarification. Like when you decide to open up Nadi's script to the public,
Yes,
Yeah.
it's publicly.
it's for public lah.
It's public.
Did people send in their this one?
Yeah, we've been very lucky because we got over 50 plus application, which, to be honest, our expectation was just around 30. We would be very glad already because this is our first year, you know.
Oh, so what's the purpose of Nadi's script?
So the purpose of it, I think when I came back from US to Malaysia, I realized there was just not much of a like residency or retreat culture here. I think Rimbun Dahan provides one.
It was very common in the United States.
Yes, there is a lot more program initiative that in this direction. So I was like, okay, this is something I feel like could be valuable because I feel like story and screenwriting is not given that much of a platform and light. So I thought, okay, this platform could hopefully push this emphasis on writing itself because you can't make a good story without a good script, right?
Yeah.
So that was our intention, and thankfully we got Motax support, and we also got Brotani to give sponsorship as well. So thanks to them, we managed to execute it at Aman Rimba, and yeah.
So, Mary, you were one of the writers that were you there?
I was there, but we were both the organizers.
You were both the
I was gonna ask.
organizers.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you did it alone or you had. So you
Oh,
and
yes.
Miss Mary. Had.
Yes, so we again collaborated again
Yeah.
this month, and we worked on it together as part of a collaboration between Tape Studio, which is what I'm part of, and Foreground Pictures.
Oh, faham.
And we applied for Mota and we got it, and so we pushed for it. And we also got the generous support from our mentors who agreed to be part of it, which was Dane Syed, Nadita Solomon, and Yu Hang Ho.
Oh, you hung.
So these people were the one mentoring the chosen this one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
They were super generous and super nice with sharing their experiences, like give really good insights towards the participants. So just in context, MOTAC is the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. So occasionally, like, take note, those who are interested to like get support, you guys can reach out to them or like the
Yeah,
open calls.
we need support. we need support.
Mota, if you're watching this,
We need support, man. Yeah, faham. Interesting. Nadi script.
yeah.
So 3 days in the jungle in Janda Bait.
4 days.
4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
4 days in jungle Janda Bait. So I assume like obviously you guys also enjoyed like some social time.
Yes, I think in Malaysia, if you're in film, you usually have to do a lot of commercial work, right? So you're busy doing mood boards, pitch deck, and so forth. So this was kind of giving a break from that life and also KL and like the hustle. So this was giving a space for them to really focus on their story for story's sake. And yeah.
Them tu siapa?
Oh, them two was our
8 participants.
8 participants.
See, okay. Why you guys looking at me? Okay, if y'all want give context, okay, I can give them. Apa ni asal Nadi script ni semua kawan
I
you
didn't
je
say
yang
anything.
kena pilih? Macam
Kawan.
macam semua muka berkenal je.
I didn't know any of them.
Oh. Yeah, like what was your you know what, let's put it like this. I'm not bashing, but what's your selecting process? Okay, let's put it like that, right? We're pros. I'm good with my words. Okay, I'm good with my words. Okay, what is your selecting process of choosing these people? Like, I mean, no offense lah. I've seen like more people around also. You know, I've seen also the industry is bigger than this. Okay, like so it's like, how come is it only these people? Yeah, is it like you afraid to open up to more, or you don't want to? You know, like what was?
I think because like these 8 people, we definitely had a criteria before already.
Okay,
like how are we gonna judge the script?
Okay.
A set of rules as well to avoid certain issues.
Yep.
Yeah, and because like it's only 8, we wanted. Because it's the first time doing a retreat like this of this scale, so we don't want to like take too much people as well, because you know it's just 2 of us running.
Yep,
and then
it's a quality over quantity lah, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And our intention was never to teach people who wanted to learn like screenwriting. Our intention is to give people who knew how to screenwrite more perspective, mentorship, guidance, and to improve and also challenge their creative process. So hopefully to make their writing more mature and more interesting after. So, and we got over 50 plus applicants.
Yeah, it was really tough choosing.
Yeah,
and it's not only our decisions, it's also like the mentors' decision.
mentors, yeah, faham?
Yeah.
I see.
So there was 2 layers to it. There was a filtration of scripts. If there are a lot of spelling errors, grammatical errors, the story is a bit very conventional, then of course we would not prioritize those scripts. So, and once I think we filter out, at the end there was only 20, around 15 to 20, and the mentors select them based on their own criteria. So we create a guideline of like originality,
creativity,
story,
plot,
characters.
Yeah.
And that's another one, but I forgot. But basically trying to champion the best and most diverse kind of stories that we thought would represent Malaysia well.
Yeah. A note from the mentors is they were feeling very hopeful after reading all the scripts. It's like, oh, finally, like, actually, we're not too bad. Like, we have talents here in Malaysia. It's just that finally, like, they're having, like, a platform and having mentors them to guide them and, like, just close that bridge together, which is, like, super helpful. Yeah. It's quite fun because, like, with the mentors and all, you can see how they are so invested with all the 8 participants.
Rather than having more than 8 participants, it'll be a bit more like
hands-on,
class ready lah.
Yeah.
Becomes like a master class later.
Yeah.
I mean, we're open to that if we had more funding.
Faham? Yeah.
So.
Just in case this podcast blows up lah. Pre-fund us and then post-fund them. Yeah. But yeah. I think
Also, it's 4 days, so we had very limited amount of time, and also it's 3 mentors that can only allocate as much time. So we want the relationship to be more meaningful, their notes to be very thoughtful and considering of the screenwriter's intention. So I think even the mentors, one of them noted that actually 8 was the right amount. Like,
it's not too many.
if there was too many, it might be a bit too rush and not as deep of a connection. And all, like Mary mentioned, there were like, oh, there's hope for Malaysia's future film scene. I think it's just this kind of stories don't get as much support.
Yeah.
So it's just about trying to do our part in pushing for them.
And it's all the stories are very diverse in a sense. When you look at the script, it's like it talks on so many topics. So we can't wait for like them to progress even more further after this. Yeah.
Also, can I just shout out to Abang Mawi and Hussein for really helping with the retreat. They really made it such a smooth process and really made all the participants very comfortable alongside with the mentors. So
they're the people who jaga the
they jaga the private estate as well as help with the food.
Baik. Shout out. Yeah,
Shout
we
out
give
to
a shout out,
them.
Laisa. Na 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 na. Oh, actually.
And also,
Yeah,
like,
then we
Miss
give-
Beth and Miss Eunice who helped out.
Oh,
the
yes.
most.
And our own team.
The old team.
Thank you, Miss Beth and Miss Eunice.
Yeah. I see.
So you guys are seeking to make it like an annual thing.
Hopefully.
Yeah, if everything goes well. And who knows
Who knows?
where we'll go.
Who knows? Once we submit, we might get chosen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
No nepotism, so who knows?
I say no.
Yeah. You should give more context though. Sometimes when you tell these kind of jokes, like as I say, Taha tells
No need
jokes.
context. Just
Yeah.
check the comment section of a specific photo on my lap, je lah.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah. True. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No, but you guys.
I mean, it's common lah.
seen
That's
a lot.
why I asked, about like working with friends. Macam, you tak bosan ke doing the same thing again,
Wow, why are we like opening up this thing again?
You know?
Also, the film scene in Malaysia is rather small. If you've
Yeah.
been working at least 1 year, you kind of know a decent amount of people in it. So it's hard to really not know anybody from the selection.
It's even also like, it's full circle for me. So surprisingly, I also didn't expect this. Where one of the participants in the retreat was actually, when I was doing internship, he was like the director. Then I'm like, whoa, we have reached to this point, and finally like he's also looking towards building more on his voice and everything. So yeah, the industry is really, really small, and it's that building that network and relationship throughout the years that keeps the industry going lah.
I see.
I think that's very valuable. Not just see each other as crew members, but people with a voice and creative vision.
Yeah.
On that note, like, would you say that, like, because I guess you've experienced two sides of like the film industry globally. You were in the US, which has a colossal industry, gigantic, and then you have Malaysia, which what you say is like quite small and close knit. Which one would you say was more, I guess, efficient or like better in general, like in regards to the community or the culture?
Oh, imagine
I would
he
not
says.
use the word better.
Yeah.
Of course.
I think in terms of opportunity, of course, a larger market provides more opportunities. Did I say it wrong?
Opportunity.
Opportunity, yeah. I'm keeping it. I'm stealing it. Okay. Right.
He's not really friends.
Aduh. I'm not making fun of Taha, okay? I'm just saying it's a good opportunity to use this time, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What was it? I lost my train of thought.
Opportunities between.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, there's more chances and potential projects in a larger market. So, I think in that regard, of course, a larger market is more conducive for personal career growth. But I think Malaysia, the thing is we're so small and everybody's hungry. So, I think there is a lot of potential as well. It's just how you approach it, really. But I do miss the strict 12-hour guideline of the US film sets.
What do you mean? What do you mean like shit?
Like working hours.
Yeah, working hours, because they really value 12 hours. Like if they go overtime, it's like you have to ask permission of each crew before you mention you were going overtime. You have to like ask everybody.
Okay. Let's say each crew kan you say. So if one crew tak nak,
Then
semua tak jadi.
then if the producer cannot convince them, then have to just wrap and do another shooting day.
Shit. Ruggednya. The heck? That's cool.
But I think usually the producer can anticipate stuff like that and usually have earlier conversation. Okay, this is a possibility. We're gonna go overtime. But I think especially in commercial setting, especially in Malaysia, because client deadline is so short, budget is not that high, so you have to kind of just make do and make it happen.
I actually get what you mean. Like, but have you worked on Malaysia sets that focuses on the 12-hour thing or no?
I think we try to apply that on certain sets that we shoot with.
Oh.
Yeah, because
What a
the
healthy
more you
set,
can
man.
practice as
Yeah.
well in real life, especially here in Malaysia, you're also raising the awareness of it. So you can take care of.
Faham.
Yeah.
I mean, also like as you as a producer, I guess it's like more subconsciously like, oh, I hope my crew's still okay. So I guess
Yeah.
the 12-hour thing does make more sense.
This is coming back to the first question that I asked back, like, where you guys from? Does that actually bring the things that you guys did when you were small brought you all to where you are now? You know, macam you guys did things that you liked when you were small that you start doing it now. You know, macam why filmmaking now? Macam don't say like, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure common answer is like I want to share my thoughts like that. You know, tapi when you were small. You guys used to like write diaries that jadi macam nanti ni aku nak buat filem
Faham.
Yeah.
I think I have, like, surprisingly, when you were talking about that, just a certain scene popped out in my mind. Not certain scene, like memory popped out in my mind. I remember when like I was like during primary time. So I'm a huge procrastinator in terms of like even when I was younger. So I would do homework late at night, and then sometimes they will put like movies in the TV channels, and sometimes they will have behind the scenes as well. So I was like very, very attracted to that. Like somehow that time the little Mary in me was like, one day it'll be good to work on set like that. But I didn't imagine I would reach to this point here.
Yes.
But I've always been interested with the arts. My dad would buy me like cameras, like you know those plastic cameras.
Oh, okay, faham.
Yeah, and I would shoot it, but I don't know how to shoot on film camera.
Faham.
And everything comes out black afterwards. Yeah, but it was like I think the art skills that I was exposed to at that time made me who I am today, in terms of like the creative wise. I like to color as well, and then I was not much of a writer, but I like to think things visually. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have an iPad?
No.
You should get an iPad. You will start coloring every day. You go on Pinterest, you download one of those coloring pages.
Really? I mean, even if I have an iPad, I don't like to color on the
Yeah,
iPad. I rather have the
paper-
original. Yeah.
Paper and pencil is like a very therapeutic thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I used to go for coloring competitions, bro.
Oh,
back
same.
then. Yeah.
Same when I was younger, like, I'll get 1, 2, 3, like those Merdeka.
Yeah. Okay, because I studied in Brunei, right? I had to do the Brunei flag.
Yeah, I would have to do the Malaysian one.
Yeah. Shit, and then you like menang, right? And then you put the ribbon on the top,
Yes,
the top
yes,
three.
and then you get a big hamper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
And I remember also like I like to buy magazines as well. So I would like cut out magazines like, I believe what fashion editor. But I never pursued that.
Faham. For me, I'll cut out the face and put different body. So baju lah, baju. Tapi muka lain.
Like the Truman Show?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, lebih kurang. Yeah. So that's my style lah. I see. How about you, Taha? Budak jadi clang, you know.
Budak dari Kelang.
I go out with my
What
friends,
happened?
do Superman bikes, no?
Superman bikes.
Lepak mamak baik.
Lepak mama. Breakfast lontong Kelang.
Oh,
What was it? What was my... I don't really have a strong memory of what drew me to film, but I think my parents mentioned that when I was small, you know those like toy soldier.
Yes.
Those
Dari Toy
little
Story
one you
2.
build like a battlefield.
yeah.
Yes.
From Toy Story also, right?
Yeah, Toy Story.
In Malaysia, they got the plastic. It's in the plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
With the different guns, like the rifle, the normal gun, the pistol, all that. And my parents mentioned like, when you were a kid, like you used to just play with just that for like hours, and they would just leave me alone to play. So I guess that was kind of like building a scene, right? You're creating your own world. So yeah, just delusional all the way.
Don't you mean the Lulu? Come on lah. Apa ni?
Yeah.
Nak masuk Gen Z
My
tak?
age is showing, you know.
Yeah, faham.
But I think what really drew me was my friend's book. So I think sekolah menengah, you know, like family day.
Yeah, family
Report
day.
card day. Report card day.
Okay.
So my parents would always like come late. So I remember like Form 3, my friend, I asked her, can I read the book that she is finished? And then it was like Catching the Rye by J.D. Salinger. And I was just like, wow, stories are like damn good. So I think I started liking
From there.
reading and like storytelling from there.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's the usual Kelang story, you know. But that's in Shah Alam, that sekolah menengah.
Oh, okay. So when did you move from Klang to Shah Alam?
Oh, I went to sekolah menengah in Shah Alam, but I was living in Kelang, so it was very traffic every day.
That's a long commute.
It was like a sekolah berprestasi tinggi. It was a SMK, but it was like a good SMK, so that's why my parents pushed me like. But it's okay. I got to read selling a book, so I guess it was all for something.
I'm really curious right now because there's this question in my mind.
Yeah.
What was your favorite toys like when you were a kid?
Shit.
Because there's so many toys like back then before, like, you know, we had all this phone and technology.
Yeah.
Life was so simple with
Yeah.
toys. I remember I watched Toy Story 3 and because I had a big box of toys, I set them all up in like a U shape in front of the television, and I sat in the middle with my chips. I was like, you guys enjoying it? Are you watching? You're not watching? Okay,
damn cute.
yeah. So then, oh my lord, little child.
How old were you when
like-
Toy Story 3? Isn't that like recent?
Toy Story 3 is not that
Not that
recent.
recent.
It's like
It was Lotso, right?
lots so.
Oh.
But yeah, I did think my toys were alive.
Oh,
There was a specific Mickey Mouse toy that my dad got for me.
Oh, faham. Oh, okay. I found out what's my toy, so I was thinking of it. Yeah, mine is Ben 10. No, I had like action figures, Ben 10,
aliens.
flamethrower, like that one. Shit, that guy, that time I was close with my sister, right? So she had Barbie. Didn't we make them to fall in love? So Barbie never fell in love with Ken, no.
It was Ben 10.
He fell in love with Ben 10, yeah.
the alien or Benton itself?
The aliens.
Barbie breaking boundaries.
Yeah, I thought if he fell in love with Ben 10, isn't it just like, it's wrong with you, right?
That's already.
I think
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Aliens and Barbie.
Aliens
Yeah.
and Barbie.
Yeah.
Alien versus Barbie next
That's
movie.
an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Don't let the customs of
Shit.
society
I was already
dictate
making
who you
films
fall
back
in
then.
love with.
Yeah, I was
Do
already
you guys
making...
watch the Mr. Bean animated show?
Yes, of course.
There's one episode where he's in like a toy shop
Uh-huh.
and he
Yes.
makes it like his
Oh, yeah.
playground. Like he
With the...
he set everything out. He's on a
on a mission
horse
with like...
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a kid, that was like mind blowing. I'm like, wow, he's
Animated ke
breaking
or the
boundaries.
The animated one.
Animated one.
I thought it was the one in live
No,
action.
the live action different.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one animated. In that same episode, I remember he went to a burger shop.
Oh shit! I cannot remember the animated one, but I remember there's one live action one also where he like starts building his own world, and he start and then he start playing with all these things lah. I think it's a live action one also. I can't remember it's animated or live action lah, but yeah, this is fucking good, Mr. Bean.
I genuinely believe Mr. Bean informed a lot of the creativity in a lot of people now. I remember in that specific animated show, there was an episode where he turned his house into Buckingham Palace. And then he like painted the walls with the teddy and then put like all the symbols and stuff. And then people actually thought his
Oh
apartment
yes,
was
I
Buckingham
see.
Palace.
It's the animated one.
Yeah. And then I turned my bedroom into Buckingham Palace because of that episode.
I think he even like dig up like that water surrounding his house,
He
right?
created, like, a river.
I forgot what it's called. Is it gorse? It's not gorse, right? I don't know what it's
Gila
called.
lah.
How about you, Mary? Any toys that you find
I
actually
don't know. I
significant?
remember like vague memories. Like I used to like to play those top.
Oh.
I was like super boyish
Shit,
back then, so
OG.
I had like a male friend.
It's
Yeah.
a boomer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you know the Gen Z thing is the Beyblade.
Yeah, the Beyblade.
Oh, the Beyblade. So you play the top ke the Beyblade masa tu ni? Because the
No,
top is
Beyblade.
It's the one that you have to make your own.
Uh-huh.
The Beyblade.
Oh, the Beyblade.
And then we have like
Oh my god,
different-
yes, same. And then we had like instead of having like the actual arena, we just buy the mangkok. We have
God.
like the
Yeah,
boat.
that's what it
Yeah,
is.
just to make sure it's this one. Like
Oh, yeah. Just kidding. I don't think I brought it back.
oh, nak air ke?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Beyblade is fun.
Yeah, Beyblade was fun. Yeah, where you create your own ending.
Yeah.
And we found out. So like, if you want it spin longer, dia kena ada tajam. And if it's blunt, it like ends faster. But you can spin it. You can spin it faster, but not longer. If you want it longer, you have to have the tajam ending. Just the ending there. And I was like, oh. And then they were like, the rounding will be like sharp or halus.
The most satisfying one was like whenever they
The
crash
cling,
into
yeah.
cling, and then the sparks.
Oh
I was like,
yeah! Oh
also
my god! You must be
attracted to
so OP to have that. Like you have to have like the sharp metal ones. You know. Yeah.
That's where gambling started.
Gambling.
Yeah, you know, it's like, okay, if I beat you, I get your Beyblade. That,
Oh.
and then there'll be,
Oh,
that,
yes,
there'll be that one rich friend that brings the arena. Oh, my God.
I really hated the one who brings like the whole set, you know. Like, we get it, your mom and dad buys you everything. Fuck lah.
I feel like go kedai runjit and buy like the...
Yeah, and actually, right now if you think of it, I really like the packaging. Yeah, the packaging of the box, it's really nice. Like, it's authentic.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've bought like the actual one. Okay? When I was small, there was like Pasar Malam. You know, they sell like the
Or just the
offhand, like
yeah.
Beyblade by spelling
Off-brand,
one
yeah.
letter different one.
bubble.
Like Adidas, Asadi.
Asadi, yeah.
Tak nak pakai original.
You guys do like the Beyblade with your eraser and you put your pencil, put your lead
Oh, yeah.
over it. So,
What?
so the Beyblade body is your eraser, your square
And then-
eraser.
Oh,
And then
Oh,
you
pencil.
take out your pencil's lid and chocho in the middles.
so how does it spin?
You just
pernah?
pushing.
Yeah, you're pushing the thing.
Yeah.
See, learning
You-
about
tu
the
Alif
time
pernah?
of the olden days.
Yeah.
Not the olden
The
days.
time
Those
of
are the
yore.
olden days. You guys were playing it.
I'm pretty no. For me, paling I would play in school is the ice cream stick The
Oh,
ice
the-
cream stick, yeah, the one. Oh, the one. Yeah, you know what? I thought of this before. Shit, imagine we used to do that time too. Now tak boleh COVID. Gila kan. Imagine back then we were already spreading germs like nobody's business. But now we cannot do that shit. Yeah, like with this ice cream stick, we'll modify it lah, apalah. Yeah, that would be my favorite toy also.
In school, it's like you have eraser walls.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes. Eraser was very flexible.
Yeah, betul. You know the film, the one Eraser. I wish they made that film like that. Like that's the film about.
Very
But
ketawa kuat sangat ni.
yeah, but then rupanya they made it about like love story. But
Yeah.
fuck lah, when they said like it was Eraser, I thought, wait, are they gonna bring back my childhood? It's that
You
one
shook the
scene.
director's hand, you know.
Oh yeah,
never mind.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you know, yeah. But then like my point is like I wish they made. I mean, if I named a film called Eraser, I would do about the culture of it. Yeah.
I think about that scene where the girl's about to fall over. And
Oh,
he
that's
catches her in
K-pop.
slow motion.
Yeah, that one's the K-pop style, baby. You have to follow the trend, to follow the trend. Yeah,
It gets your emotion invested in.
yeah. It's like those. At least better than no offense Indian films lah. I'm just saying. At least that one is not that too dramatic. Yeah, but yeah.
Varman's allowed to say that.
Yeah, valid. Yeah, but
You don't like Indian films?
I was just about to promote this film. Okay, you guys should go and watch Jigardanda.
The one you watched yesterday.
The one I watched yesterday. That was my second time watching. Bro, that film, no spoilers lah, but that film is about a film. It's them shooting a biography in the film. But it's a film tau. It's not a documentary. It's not like, it's a film about a biography. It's about cinema. It's so good. It's so good.
It's
in
playing
cinema
in the
right
cinema?
now. Yes, in TGV. Yeah, watch it. It's going to come out in Netflix, but don't be that people like, oh, it's going to come out in Netflix. No, it's better to watch it in big screen.
Is it?
Yeah.
Malaysian?
No, it's not. It's a Tamil film. Yeah, it's in film made from India.
Oh.
But it's so good. It's so dead good. Like I brought like two of my friends. I brought CHERYL, who doesn't watch Indian films also. I brought Sufi. I brought Husni. These people like just to introduce them to good Tamil films lah. And lucky they were in cinema. It was in cinema. It was so good. I swear. Yeah, so you guys should go and watch it. Yeah. Mana ni? I'm telling you, they will not go and watch it. Trust me. It's not good. Trust me. I
Plug
know.
in the title one more time.
Jigardanda. It's like a J. You just check it out in the TGV app. It's there. Yeah, it's so good. It like kind of gives that drive for cinema
Is
again.
this going to be released quick?
No.
Okay, yeah, so it might not be
So
running.
Yeah.
those who are not, you guys can catch it on
Netflix, yeah. But still, this is like for you guys, 'cause
Oh,
you're
yes,
like,
for
yeah,
us,
you guys are already the
Jigadata.
filmmakers, right? Yeah.
Why the quotation
Okay,
for
you guys already
filmmakers?
the filmmakers, right? Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Not the filmmakers,
you-
just filmmakers.
Yeah, okay. You guys already just filmmakers. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, in the sense of, like, you guys are filmmakers already. You all should check out other cinemas as well.
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
of course.
Yeah. That's
Very
where.
important.
Yeah, I actually have a question according to that, like, because both of you are both lecturers, kan? So, do you guys, like, agree with the method of how our faculty teaches the film? Like, you all, because the film that I'm talking about, Jigardanda, right? It's about pan cinema, you know, in India, you know. So it's like
Sorry, what cinema?
pan, PAN cinema.
In context, maybe you wanna explain more what is pan cinema?
Masak pan? Pan.
Shit, I might be cancelled for this actually.
No, it's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
not so
Too late for you, but
what does that mean? I'm not so sure about how pan cinema is, but it's like the growing of from the jumping from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s kind of style of making films, because like Indian cinema is so different, like in the sense of like they have music inside it, you know, they have dancers and all that, right? So it was like that's how it's growing lah. And they don't want to always show about like the good guys, you know, who did what in the good days. They want to show more about the bad people who did bad things and how it has affected also. So that's the going of pan cinema lah. If I'm not mistaken, but correct me lah in the comment section, okay? Correct me, okay? I don't mind at all. I want to learn. But they were talking, Jigananda is talking about pan cinema basically, and I was thinking like we don't actually learn more about Indian cinema in our faculty. It's not that the lecturers don't want to. It's just like, not to say they're not so educated on it, but they don't think it's necessary to be thought of, you know. And correct me again, lecturers, if you're watching, okay? But like, do you guys agree to that? Like how it is like? Do you agree that our faculty teachers only like more to like balance out this art house instead of like, you know, commercial kind of style? Yeah.
Yeah, more experience.
I feel 50 very neutral, because I believe like everyone has their own cinema.
Yep.
And it's up to like, we can teach as much as the basic and expose you guys as much as we can. We try to want to make sure you guys go out and have a job as well.
Yep.
So that's why we teach a little bit of commercial, a bit of art house. But at the end of the day, you yourself know which cinema you lean towards into. Because like being in film school, it's all about exploring, more experimentation. I think we try to encourage the students to go towards, you know, finding your true calling. Because like sometimes this, maybe art house is not for you. You're more of a very open person. You want to do more on YouTube, commercial. There's no fault in that. There's no right or wrong. As long as it fits you, it pays the bills, you're happy doing what you're doing. I guess that's one thing that you can take away lah. You're happy doing what you like to do.
I think like Mary, as a former student, now like a part-time lecturer. Full-time. Also as like a lecturer.
Oh, you're full-time?
Yeah, I'm full-time.
Damn, how does it feel? Okay lah.
Okay lah. It's my bread and butter lor.
True.
Not gonna lie, but at the same time, outside I do have a lot of passion work. So it encouraged me to also still explore at the same time within the safety net. Because in reality, it's quite harsh out there. But you never know. It really depends on what you want to do lah.
Faham? So you were about to ask
Oh
question?
yes, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to ask, as a former student, and now you also are a lecturer, like, would you say you found your calling as a student or former
I'm
student?
still discovering actually. And I think it's a long process. Until I graduated also, I still haven't found my true calling. Until like I started to go out more, getting more exposed to different types of network, different types of cinema. Then you realize that, okay, maybe I'm not suitable towards this side because it's not my personality. Or I lean towards this because I feel more passionate in this. So I'm still exploring, to be honest, because I still want to find the right balance for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fun because sometimes you get to learn super new things being in the other side of the world, and you can cross over. So I think when you go out there, you just have to learn how to adapt to different trends. Like maybe the cinema that we're making right now, 5 years later, it changes again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're still adapting, especially after the COVID times. So many things have changes. I didn't even believe that I could shoot on a phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Like back then, it's like, oh, you can shoot on a phone. You were like, what is this? But then when you started exploring it,
Macam bapak
you
best
realize, oh, you have more creative freedom. There's a lot of experimentation involved. So you'll find your own style lah.
Yeah.
How about you, Taha?
But my stance on MMUs.
Yeah. Like because you can start lecturing as a part-time, right?
Yes, I'm a part-time lecturer, just for context. I don't know enough about the syllabus of MMU's FCA program, but I do think film studies and film history has a very Western elitist approach that like the main curriculum usually involve a lot of Western European countries like German Expressionism, Italian Neorealism, what's the other one that we all French New Wave. Those three, of course, they're very significant, but there should be highlights in Japanese cinema, in South Asian cinema. Satyajit Ray's beautiful filmmaker.
Okay. Speaking about
Satyajit.
yes, that in Jagadanda is his assistant.
Wow.
Okay. Now I want that traction. Yes, I want them. Yes. It's his assistant sent out to make a film.
Oh wow! Now I'm definitely going to the
go.
TGV.
Okay, we're gonna go cinema.
Yes. I totally miss out the real context. It's like I'm giving out my own opinion to it, right? But I haven't. Yeah. He's his assistant, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful director. Latin cinema, African cinema, Southeast Asian cinema, they're not very highlighted. And especially if you're Malaysian, you should be aware of at least Southeast Asian cinema. You should understand the context of the film vocabulary you're adding into. You need to watch P. Ramlee films. You need to be aware of Yue. You need to be aware of Malaysia New Wave and all that. You need to have an understanding of that because while you need to understand the growth of cinema, especially because it's started in Europe and North America, there's no denying that. But you should be aware of local vocabularies in the language of cinema. So I do wish there is more openness to that, especially in Malaysia film schools. And I think we do try to push. We always showcase local short films, local films.
For Southeast Asian at least as well. Just open there's a lot of options out there and opportunities.
Yeah, and in terms of the style of film, of course, art house cinema, more festival films are received well by film festivals, of course. But that's not the only pathway for your films. Wouldn't pushing just in one direction kind of creates a gap between local audiences and the films. So I feel like any film school should aspire to attack the audience from all angles, from mainstream movies, from even TV movies. All these are where you reach audiences, and there's art house filmmakers should also keep pushing because in a way you're pushing it upwards slowly. This is the art house, this is the audience. If one just keeps increasing, the other one would just stay the same. But if we attack at the same time, we just keep increasing at the same time. And this goes to music. You need a good film score. You need a good soundtrack.
Yep.
You need to reach them at every facets of their daily routine. But I think this is also my business degree come into play that I feel.
Oh, you did degree in business?
Yeah, I did management and finance as my undergrad.
So you already had a backup.
Yeah, I have a backup.
Shit lah.
If 3 years I don't reach a certain paycheck, I'm leaving now.
Yeah, betul. See, that's the thing. That's the thing I've been saying, certain people who already have a backup degree, they're good to go into that filmmaking this one. But people who do filmmaking degree cow, they just fuck. They're the real struggle, man. Yeah.
There's a lot of when you talk to a lot of friends in the industry, right? Then you realize, there's a lot of lawyer backgrounds, architecture backgrounds, engineering.
Yeah, and
smart people.
Exactly. Geram lah. Yeah,
Geram.
I don't know because they already have a backup, bro. I'm sorry that I'm not that good enough to masuk to this one. Before this, I wanted to be a forensic scientist. Tapi macam fuck lah, I rather do filmmaking, videography. And then only I masuk filmmaking, Yeah, that was the mindset. And then now I think of it, it's shit, I should have just did forensic science and then I did another few more times to do filmmaking, But now I'm going to have a filmmaking degree only, Yeah, so it's a scary world. Because I guarantee you, I didn't do my background research before I just masuk. I just I love filmmaking. Masuk like that, So
I think there is a trade-off, right? Because like I studied in more towards business school for undergrad. Now a lot of my friends from business school, they're like studying, like they study investment, financial risk management, ANF, accounting, finance, all that. So now I'm seeing like what they're doing. So that's also a big disconnect. Like they're working in like investment firm, they're working at banks, they're working at all this, the big four, all this company, and it's quite a. Every time we meet, we still are
business
friends.
talking. Okay.
But there is like, oh wow, how different our lives are. So there is a bit of a disconnect, a gap between, which is not bad if you're okay and if you guys just enjoy each other company. But I think there is also you're also spending 3 years of your life to something, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
It depends what you're willing to sacrifice.
okay.
And the things that you learn still applies.
But yeah,
later on.
I understand. I mean, I understand going to a film school is like still applies. It's just like the job scope of it is like more difficult lah.
You can think all about this when you are Askar in the hotel,
Dekat national
in the
service.
islands of Singapore.
I heard a national service at the end of your period term that you have to do like this 24-kilometer run. Is it?
Okay, I mean, I come from a running background as well, so I'm good lah.
Oh.
Yeah, but
and
now-
you're supposed to like carry like
Yeah.
All
heavy
with the weights
weights
and everything.
Yeah, like a bag
Shit.
filled with
I'm about to
like
be buff as
10
fuck,
kg,
man.
something like that.
I'm about to be buff.
While
as-
holding a gun or something.
Yeah. Oh, you okay? Are you talking straight out from Boys to Men? no. Because in Boys to Men, that's what they did. They walk across like that bridge.
Yes,
and then
yes,
they'll be
yes,
seeing
yes.
can like things. This is where I broke up with my girlfriend. You talking like that, ke?
It's based on a real life thing that
I
a
don't know if it's
milestone in NS.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you know after.
Yeah. Let me know how it goes.
I will after come back, big as fuck, big. Like, hey Taha, you are right.
It's just like our boys to men.
Yeah.
Now I
Okay.
watch our boys to men. Actually, love our boys to
I wanna
men.
watch
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually had more than Boys to Men
There's
after.
a
Yeah,
Boys
1,
to
2,
Men.
3.
And then they had Girls
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 to
to
Really, that's
to something.
something.
Takkan Girls to Women kan?
But the cast changed, so then
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
tak kena though.
Yeah, Girls one tak kena lah. But the Boys one, bapak
It's
kelakar.
interesting because like when you think about cinema back then, like 2000, it's like so nostalgic, and then you always like go back into that
Yep.
world.
I think that's what people are trying to do. They're like,
The OG media cop films.
yeah, they're trying to go back to that
Singapore
case
OG
one, you
media
know?
cop.
Like even, okay, so have you guys watched Police Evil 1, 2 and 3?
Of course.
I think I only watched 1 and 2.
Okay, good for you
Yeah, I
guys.
think I
didn't
watched
watch
1
any
and
of it.
2.
But
Oh.
my point is like, which one would you prefer? Police 1, they say it's more to the buddy cop. Police 2 is like, I don't know what the story goes like. Yeah.
I don't
It's
spoil.
2 with the like terrorist organization at the beach. Is that 2?
I think that's Pascal.
No, that's Pascal.
I don't know.
Do you guys know? Was it number 2?
Was it? I think
Yeah,
it's number 2.
that's
Yeah,
number two,
number
yeah.
2.
Number 2 was great. You can really feel the Bad Boys inspiration,
in,
but it was done well, and their relationship, the Shahidi Sam dengan Zizan, is Shahidi Sam, right?
Yes, Shahidi
Okay,
Sam.
I kind of
Oh, wait,
forgot.
he acted also?
Yeah, Shahidi Sam. He's honestly he's perfected the role of the good cop in film. Full
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Because even in
Even in
La
La
Luna,
Luna, he's a
have you
cop.
Oh,
guys-
I want to watch La
La
Luna.
Luna
Oh my
is
God,
Watch
so
La Luna.
good.
Really?
Okay, you know what? I'm
I
gonna give
need to
another
watch.
context.
I
Our
really, really want-
producer always tells us to like disagree, but like we come to the point there, like we
It's so good.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's so
Oh.
good.
You guys were talking earlier about like you go attacking the audiences from all angles and stuff.
That sounds a bit.
Honestly, okay, wait. that's
Okay,
not-
yes, yeah. No,
No, I
but I
get-
think that's my wording. Sorry.
But like it was like La Luna, it touched on a lot of sensitive subjects in Malaysia.
Which I'm surprised LPF passed it.
Yeah,
Oh.
it touched on like problems with like Islamic authority, women's rights,
Sexuality. Yeah.
what do you call, domestic abuse,
Oh.
and it did that all so effectively, and you still have a good laugh, and it's Sharif Amani's comeback, and it's all so good.
Yeah, and yeah, all of that, and then they still play in cinema. That's my point.
But only TGV, not
Like,
GSC.
Yeah, that's the worst part. And actually, right, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think so. They're doing so well in TGV
No,
also.
they're not doing well in the
marketing,
box
this one, you know?
office.
I think marketing is not as
Was it-
much for La Luna. I think if you're in the film industry, you kind of know of it because it's everybody's praising it and it looks so
Yeah.
good, the trailer. But I do realize it's not really push. Maybe it's a budget thing, but excited to catch.
Not
Yeah,
to sponsor or
it's
anything,
catchy.
but please do give it a watch. It's actually I feel like it. I said to Varman when we all left the theater, I was like, I think this might change how our lecturers even teach
Oh.
film, like
Okay.
how you.
That's
you
if
would
they
have-
watch.
Yeah.
That's if they decide to go and watch, right? Like, okay, guys, let's take a look at La Luna.
because it
That's our homework then.
feels all the traits of the cliches, but it's just like that little twist. It doesn't do too much to make the meditation audience go like this. You are watching and you are watching.
Yeah,
It's good.
it was good. We went for the
It's
premiere.
good.
We went for the premiere, you know, and it was like insane watching it with the cast, and we're like, these people
Itu asal dia kena cakap.
these people are acting like this. I was like, bapak gila.
Because you have like personalities like Namron, who in person is very like like
Yeah.
he's salah and everything, but he's like
complete
in the
different
in the
person.
film
Oh,
he's
really?
360. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
like-
180.
Yeah, 180. Yeah, 180. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, yeah.
Namron's in there as well.
Yeah. Alah, now you have two films to watch.
Star-studded.
Ah. Okay, yeah.
With my bank account.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I think it's very, very important to know as well, like the first 2 weeks of like local films, there's this thing called Wajib Tayang. So the more you can support within that 2 weeks would really help out the box office. for
So
the
it
next
goes on longer.
So it goes on longer. Because
Faham.
that's where they judge whether the film is doing good
Faham,
enough or not.
I see.
Yeah. So promote out there. Go watch more local film in
Watch
cinema.
more local film.
Shahid Sam is such a terrific actor.
he's so good.
He's great in Polisivo. He's great in La Luna. It seems.
You know what?
He's great in Tiger Stripes.
What?
Tiger Stripes.
What? He's the ustad.
Really?
Yes.
Bruh.
Kalau nak record ya.
Yeah. Yang aku tahu Shazzy Sam is only from this. What's you mean sorry?
That one also.
That's the one I only know him, And when I found out I'm gonna watch him again in La Luna, I was like, holy shit. Tapi aku tak sempat gambar dengan dia, sial. But I bet he's so over it already, like the fact that like, what's you mean sorry? It's like, but like, oh, every time I feel sad, I go and watch that clip.
Oh yes. Actually, it never fails to not be funny. That line, like, you smelly spender, never not hits. You know.
Macam, shit to have a character like that, bapak best Yeah, I can never recreate.
And he does it well. Like, it's remembered. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Until now, yeah. Yeah, that's how I actually tell my mom that I went to watch him, I told... Banana already fruit 2 times. Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's like, yeah, those are the
you
days.
terrorists.
You're a terrorist, be a terrorist. Scram, you smelly spender. Fuck lah.
Did Shahid Sam occupy 30 minutes?
He's great.
We love you.
But he does have this weird trait. I hope he doesn't watch this because I really do am a fanboy. He has this thing where he talks about himself in the third person. I don't know if that's like a common thing in the industry, but like when he will talk on the mic, he'll go Sam rasa instead of like I rasa. You know what I'm saying? He'll refer
I think
to
it's
his
like
name in the
media
third
training.
Yeah.
To not get cancelled or something, because you know how media can attack.
Yeah, okay. Faham. But what's wrong with talking with one person view, kan?
Yeah.
So
In
it's
this
like,
scenario, dia cakap in bahasa or
Yeah,
in English?
In bahasa.
Okay.
saya. What's wrong with saying saya?
It's like Sam tak pernah pelakon dalam filem yang se-power dia. It's like,
Saya
oh,
tak pernah.
I've never seen this before. This is interesting.
Hmm.
It's very all white.
Interesting. Have you guys been cancelled before?
Ah. Good
We
question.
hope not, but
We hope
we'll see
not.
how the future holds. Cancel.
Cancel, just move
What
on
is cancel culture?
Yeah.
Why do we have cancel culture?
I don't know. It's like why do we have a cancel culture? How is it like in US, the cancel culture? Have you
I think they're more critical of their media because there's an abundance of it, so they're very critical, and which is good. And I feel like because they have so much context, there's a lot of like disparity between income, between
okay, because they have bigger problems
yeah.
with it, lah. Okay, understand?
and like a history of slavery and so forth. So there is more consideration and they need to be more critical, especially when you're in a more developed country. You have the resource to medicate like key problem. Now you're solving more social problems.
Well,
yeah.
do you guys actively think about, what if this shit gets me cancelled if you're like writing something? Or like if you're creating a story, or for like work even, if you have like a client and you...
Oh, this is very interesting. I think you have to be conscious about it, but try not to self-censor yourself as well.
Faham? Self-censor. Self-censor before LPM.
Yeah. A lot of people tend to do that. It's like, oh, this is gonna get cut out. But then what's the point of creativity when you're already self-censoring yourself, right? Like you have so much to say, but why limit yourself? But you can be conscious of what you're trying to say. Yeah, you cancel, but you don't want to be cancelled for the wrong things.
Yeah. Faham?
You have something to fight for lah.
Yeah, I mean cancel culture means in Malaysia is big. Man, if you salah serve the customer already, you get cancelled on Twitter. Yeah, so it's very common lah. So
I think in Malaysia it's fascinating because you have like two totally different demographics that are both cancelling each other. You have like the more liberal side, and you have the very conservative side, and then suddenly you see like this war on social media.
and then there's nothing about La Luna. That's the thing. Serious.
Where's the
That's
La
thing.
Luna discourse?
Bro, wow, La Luna is amazing to the point
Yeah.
like how are they still surviving? You know, that's the thing. Or maybe we just haven't dug deep enough, deep enough to like see how bad it is. But like, wow, it's crazy. Like how they haven't cancelled La Luna. You know, I'm just shocked. Yeah.
You want to cancel
Anticipate
lah.
No. I don't want it cancelled. That's the thing. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you'll be like, oh shit, this is so good. And then tiba-tiba you nampak cancel. You'll be like, what? Yeah, you know, so I just
I guess that there were moments in the film that would go, yo, I wonder what people think.
think about this. Yeah, exactly.
I think those films are so important because it's designed, the language is designed for them, the humor is designed for reaching a wider audience.
Yeah.
But it has some ideas that is presenting that's a bit challenging. And I think these films are so important because it's increasing media literacy, it's increasing their film literacy. So what was my point? But yeah, I think these films are just important and people should watch it. And Saidi Sam is great as always.
Watch it. Watch Jigadan. See, it all interlinks, bro. It all interlinks. Yeah.
I think that's all the time.
Yeah, I think that's all the time we have today. So
Wait.
Yep.
I just realized it's Crocs. See these Crocs. You gotta show your Crocs real quick.
I'm not showing my.
You watch? Do you actively watch Pokemon?
Back then I loved Pokemon growing up. Play like in Xbox. Xbox.
damn,
Game Boy.
he grew up with
Game
Xbox. Yeah, okay.
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy
Advance.
Uh-huh.
And then there was Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
So that was the thing.
Nice.
lah.
Maybe let's
It
not
was
show his
Hoppin.
Crocs.
Do you guys know Hoppin?
Tak tahu.
Oh,
Yang aku tahu Mary Poppins je.
Mary Poppins.
Oh, Mary Poppins.
Mary
Okay,
Poppins.
okay. Tak jadi lah. Okay, yeah.
But on Taha's Crocs are these? We'll show a photo. Are these? Is that Charizard?
It's Charmander and
It's
Squirtle.
Charmander and Squirtle and this little weenie beanie.
Yeah,
The
Crocs are
nipples.
back in fashion.
They are, and they are
You
here
know what?
to stay.
Shit, I'm looking for good Crocs also, honestly. Yeah. But I don't like when the Crocs get wet and then start sounding like, you know? So, yeah, but I love Crocs, yeah.
I love Crocs.
Yeah, I would style it.
I can't believe we're ending this.
It's
on talking
easy.
about Crocs.
It's easy to wash off as well. Like you get your shoes or
Yeah,
like.
faham. Dah lah pakai Vans lagi. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but I love my Vans. Just saying if Vans want to
Yay,
sponsor,
Vans here.
yeah. If Vans want to support and sponsor us, yeah, boleh je. Yeah. Okay, so let's end it. All right. I think that is the end for episode 3 with
Thank
Mr.
you so much, Mary, Taha,
Miss Mary
for
and Mr.
joining.
Taha. Yep. Thank you so much for
In
coming.
the US, was there a lot of this?
Yeah.
I don't think you reached that point
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys liked our episode, comment down in our comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to us also and check out our Instagram page. We actually kind of opening up a Slate in Instagram. Just now only we kind of knew what we were doing. Just saying, yeah. So yeah, you guys want to shout out anything?
I'll shout out to La Luna.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll watch it soon.
Yeah. Anything else, Miss May?
Just shout out to good vibes. Like in terms of like not the festival. They do need support. Like what happened to
Yes.
them was really
Yeah, true.
unfortunate. But I mean, shout out to like really good vibes around in general,
Yeah.
energy.
Uh-huh.
I hope you guys enjoyed your time here, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. That is AFIF and VARMAN out for Slate In episode 3. Bye. All right, go to bed.
All right. Bye.
Go to bed.